Hello again, everyone. It's Keta Kosman, publisher of Madison's Lumber Reporter, the weekly North American softwood lumber and panel price guide. We track 450 different softwood lumber and panel prices every Friday, as we've been doing since 1952. And I'm here at the beginning of February to let you know what's happening with softwood lumber sales in Canada and the US so far in 2021. So there's a lot happening and nobody really knows what's going on. Let's just be frank. At crazy year of 2020 with a lot of different things happening with lumber sales and lumber prices, much of it was driven by very strong housing, especially in the US, but also in Canada. And that did not stop at the end of last year. So just now, last week and yesterday, Monday, February 1st, we got data for US housing starts and home sales, and it's very, very strong for December 2020 and whole year 2020. Usually this kind of momentum doesn't just stop over 1 or 2 months. So the expectation is that lumber sales, housing, home sales, renovations, all these things will continue very strong at a minimum to the end of 2021. Quite a few people are saying for 2 years. So we will see about that. So let's just have a look at the data where it is right now. Most of these prices are dimension lumber 2x4. The purple line, specifically interesting, is plywood. It doesn't have as much volatility as the others, but it does show generally a very strong uptrend since 2020 and into the beginning of 2021. This bodes quite well for lumber prices continuing through this year as demand for home building and housing construction is continuing to climb through from the end of last year into this year, and all expectations are that that's not going to stop, certainly through this year and potentially well into 2022. Housing will remain very strong. So these are the same items, the dimension 2x4 commodities and the one plywood price is at the bottom there, showing you the trend this week, last week, 1 month ago, and 1 year ago. Slightly down from the start of this year when we had a bit of a pop in demand and prices, but very, very much up over 1 year ago and what the average price would be over the past several years and indeed decades. And lastly, those main, we call them benchmark dimension lumber prices, showing historically over time the recent highs, September 2020, previous high of June 2018, compared to the recent lows of September 2015. It's quite a change. There's a lot more volatility these days than there normally is, and going forward, we'll be letting you know every week what the prices are doing. Right, so as you can see, it's not very simple and quite complicated. Normally at this time of year, there's not that much happening. The large home builders, the stocking wholesalers, the resellers, and the retailers are looking at their inventory, looking at what the expectations for demand for this the coming year would be, and planning on making their purchases. As I said, just at the end of 2020, there was some lingering demand that hadn't got served as the sawmills in Canada, especially in Quebec, take their seasonal curtailment. And that caused a pop in the price for the very first week of January, which corrected down the following week. And now back up again, not quite as high, but still very high in comparison to historical. So we're in the first week of February, and normally now demand starts to increase. Building season is coming upon us in the spring. You know, a lot of these buyers need to get their wood ordered and even delivered on the ground before they begin their building projects. So that would be, you know, April or May. And as I said, the unusual increase in demand for home renovation has kept prices up. And so we will see over this month, people keep asking me, you know, where's the price going to go? Is it going to go higher? I don't expect it to go higher, but I don't expect it to go lower either. So I'll make another video. I do update the website during the week to show you the lumber price and other important metrics like housing and rail car loadings of forest products. And once a month, the sawmill capacity utilization data comes out from the Western Wood Products Association. So check the website and check back here on YouTube. I'll be updating over February as it happens.